We're here with a very special guest, Mariana Norkaitus. Mariana, it's so good to have you here today.
It's great to be
The
here.
joy of the Lord. I mean, you epitomize the joy of the Lord.
Thank you.
But you have been through great pain. You know, the rain falls on the just and the unjust. I mean, none of us escape it, do we?
Oh, no,
I
we
mean,
don't.
it doesn't matter how faithful we are, how much we love, but God knows, somehow He knows that our growth spurts happen spiritually
That's
through
true.
hard times.
Yeah.
And you've had some hard times.
Yes, I have.
You really have. You've lost not one, but two husbands.
Yes.
And there are people that are hurting right now
Yes.
that have just lost their husband or their wife. And
That's
they're
right.
and in despair, understandably.
Yes.
So take us from that point and how you dealt with it and where you are now. I mean,
Well,
it's just amazing.
From that, from the loss of my husband, Barry, I learned a walk of trust and how God cares about every single thing.
How long had you been married to your first husband?
23 years.
23 years. I
23
thought it was a long marriage.
It was a long...
23 years, wonderful marriage.
Yeah, and then my other husband had passed away after 8 years of marriage. And so
I
it's
mean, going
not
through
things
that
you
once,
plan. You don't plan.
I must have thought after the second one, and particularly if it wasn't bad enough to lose a husband, but to have a second time.
I actually said to God, beam me up, because I'm not going to make it.
Yeah.
And there's no right or wrong to grief.
Yeah.
I found that out.
We
There's
have
no
to
right-
grieve. We have to grieve. We have to. If we hold it in, it's not healthy. So.
And it came out, and I remember one day God said to me, and I was just kind of tanking, and He said to me, there's constructive grief and destructive. And I looked at him and I said, really? And he said, there are some thoughts that will bring joy to your heart, and that you'll be able to tell by how you feel inside. And the other thoughts are destructive. Those are the ones I want you to dispel. Get rid of them. And I said, thank you, Lord. And He says, it's like a wave that comes. And when the wave comes, it pounds down and hits the sand, and it takes some of it. And He says, that's what's happening. And I'm taking all of that pain until it will be less and less. And He was faithful. He was faithful to that. And then I remember asking God after my husband died, what would you say to me? You've had him up there for a while now. I asked God, what did my husband say when he came up in heaven?
Okay.
The first thing.
right.
And I believe God asked me to ask him that question because He had the answer that He wanted me to know, because it wouldn't have made sense if I hadn't have asked it that way. And God spoke back to me, not audibly, but in that knowledge that you hear inside. And He said, take as many with you as you can. The only thing I can take is souls for Jesus.
that's
so
it.
I knew
That's
that was where I was
That's it.
planning
We
to
have
go.
to take as many people
No.
with us as we can.
I know. And I'm thinking, okay, how can I do this?
Yes.
Just begin.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That is life. That's everything. It doesn't matter what we
Yeah.
do. It is about how many people we can
Souls.
take with us.
Right.
Nothing else matters. It's
That's-
all about redemption.
It was all about
So
redemption.
when we're in meetings and we're in all the different parts of our lives, and there's the angst, there's all kinds of things
Yes.
going on. If we just have a sense of everybody around here's on a journey.
Yes.
God used me to move
Yeah.
everybody closer to you.
That
in this
was the
every
whole
session,
thing.
and we just need to push people closer to God. You
It
know,
was so exciting. So my question was, okay, how do you want to do it?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go.
you really heard that message.
Oh, it was
Of the one message you
That
want to
was
hear,
it.
what am I supposed to? What's my takeaway from all
yeah,
this?
from all this.
Take as many people
Take
as
as
you
many
can with
people.
you. Yeah,
as you can.
that's the Great Commission.
yeah.
We'll have you back on.
I
some
hope
more,
so,
okay?
'cause I have
For some
a
more
bunch
stories. You
more.
have so many stories. We got to give them the background. When we have you back, now we can just talk about those stories.
Oh, okay,
miracle
that sounds
stories.
great.
We'll do
And
that in the
thank
future,
you,
okay?
Barry.
Isn't she great?
Thank you.
Mariana. And thank you for joining us.